The New York Knicks find themselves at a pivotal crossroads this offseason. With Tom Thibodeau's tenure finally behind them, the franchise faces a rare opportunity for reinvention, one that could bring seismic changes to a roster still searching for consistency and championship identity. A fresh voice in the coaching chair means fresh ideas, and potentially, fresh faces in the lineup. Among the roster, one name keeps surfacing as the most probable casualty of this offseason overhaul: Josh Hart. Bleacher Report's Dan Favale broke down the Knicks' offseason chessboard, pointing to Hart as the prime candidate to be moved if New York decides to make a significant splash in the trade market. Look, if the Knicks want to make any meaningful moves, they're going to have to part ways with one of their top 6 players, Favale explained. When you go through the list, it basically comes down to Josh Hart or Mitchell Robinson. But Hart edges Robinson out for a couple of big reasons. He's earning $6.5 million more, $19.5 million versus $13 million, and he's more replaceable. Mitchell brings an unmatched combination of size, rim protection, offensive rebounding, and when healthy, mobility that you just can't find elsewhere on this roster. Hart has been something of a fan favorite since his arrival in the Big Apple, a gritty, high-energy, Thibodeau-style player who embodied toughness and hustle. But with the coaching regime changing, Hart's fit in the new system is far from guaranteed. If the incoming head coach envisions a different style, the Knicks could find themselves fielding strong trade offers for a versatile 26-year-old guard who's proven he can produce on both ends of the floor. Last season, Hart logged 77 games and put up solid all-around numbers: 13.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game, shooting an efficient 52.5% from the field and a respectable 33.3% from beyond the arc. Those stats reflect a player who can contribute in multiple facets and fill various roles, making him an attractive asset on the trade block. Knicks eyeing a front court upgrade. Jaren Jackson Jr. in the crosshairs. The Knicks' potential roster shakeup doesn't stop with Hart. According to Clutch Point's Chris Persianen, New York has been quietly harboring interest in Memphis Grizzlies' big man Jaren Jackson Jr., a player who could dramatically reshape the Knicks' front court dynamic. Sources close to the Knicks tell Clutch Points that at least one key front office figure has long coveted Jackson Jr. as a trade target. Persianen reported on June 16th. The Knicks' acquisition of Karl-Anthony Towns last offseason didn't diminish that ambition. In fact, league insiders describe a front court pairing of Jaren Jackson Jr. and Towns as a dream scenario for New York's starting lineup. Jackson Jr. is no ordinary big man. A former Defensive Player of the Year runner-up and 2-time All-Defensive First-Team selection, he brings elite rim protection, shot blocking, and a rare ability to stretch the floor. Pairing Jackson Jr. with Towns would echo the dynamic, though imperfect, front-court combo Minnesota once tried with Towns and Rudy Gobert. For New York, this could mean a long-awaited defensive anchor and a new versatile weapon on offense. One wrinkle? The Knicks reportedly could look to flip Mikal Bridges, a recent acquisition who dazzled with his defense and scoring, as part of a package to bring Jackson Jr. to Gotham. If this trade talks materialize, it would be one of the boldest moves the franchise has made in years. The coaching question? Should the Knicks go after Mike Malone? Of course, none of these trade machinations will bear fruit without a new head coach to chart the Knicks' future course. And while several names have been floated, former Knicks center DeAndre Jordan has thrown his weight behind one candidate: Sacramento Kings head coach Mike Malone. Jordan's endorsement came during a recent appearance on FanDuel TV's Run It Back, where he highlighted Malone's pedigree and coaching style. "It would make a lot of sense," Jordan said. "He's from the New York area, and he brings that swagger, that competitive fire. That, combined with his experience, could be exactly what the Knicks need right now. He's proven he can win a championship with the right players in place, and I think he could breathe new life into this franchise." Malone's resume speaks for itself. A respected championship-winning coach who has developed young talent and built competitive teams, Malone is known for a balanced system that values defense, pace, and unselfish play. His ability to maximize talent could be the missing piece for the Knicks, especially with star players like Towns and R.J. Barrett on the roster. Curiously, though, Malone hasn't yet been publicly linked in a significant way to the Knicks head coaching vacancy, a void that may be more political or procedural than reflective of his actual availability.